Hey guys, my name is Megan Dang, and for today's video I thought that it would be fun to do a kind of recap of my senior year in high school. Because I only have roughly a month left of school, and that also means I only have a month left of high school altogether before I go to college. So I thought it'd kind of be fun to just look back on my senior year and reflect and kind of talk about all the fun times. So I have Google Photos open right now on my laptop, and I'll kind of just go down and look at the photos that I have and talk about all the fun moments from this year. So the first pictures I have from senior year are from senior sunrise with my friends, and this was pretty fun. I was about 4 weeks post jaw surgery, so my face was still really fat, as you will be able to see in the pictures, and I thought that I was looking better, but it doesn't look like I was at all. So my friends and I, we all got there early to sunrise, and we took a lot of pictures, and it was just really fun time to start off senior year. The next pictures I have from senior year are from our first rally of the school year. As seniors, we get to wear these crowns. It's kind of a tradition at our school where you get crowns and then the seniors walk in at the very end, and then we get to sit in the senior spot. My friends and I wore the crowns and walked in, and that's all that really happened, but it was a really fun time. So the next clump of pictures I have are from the cross-country Disneyland trip. So my cross-country team, every single year around September, we go to a meet in LA, and then after the meet we also go to Disneyland during that time. I've been on my school's cross-country team since sophomore year, but I never went to the meet because I always kind of had something on the weekend or made excuses. Plus I just don't like rides at all, and I don't really enjoy Disneyland and theme parks, but I decided for my senior year I would just go, and I'm really glad I did. And I tried out all the scary rides that my friends went on, the roller coasters and a log going down really fast. And yeah, we stayed in a hotel, and it was super fun to be with all my friends. I'm so glad that I went. My cross-country race time was not good at all, but the Disneyland part was really fun, so that's all that matters, or so I'm telling myself. Next up is homecoming. I went with a group of friends and invited my friend from a different school to go with me, so he and I went together, and it was just really fun. We got to hang out with all my friends, take lots of pictures. So the next ones I have for pictures is my parents and I going to visit colleges. My parents and I went to visit University of San Diego and Point Loma University, and they were both really pretty and really nice, but after I visited I decided that they weren't really the college for me, so I ended up not applying. But I'm glad that my parents took me on that trip because it still exposed me to different environments, and I'm really thankful for my parents for taking me on all these college trips. So this was actually the last college trip my parents and I went on, and it was a good last trip. Okay, next up was going to my friend's homecoming. So he invited me to his dance, and we went in a group of friends, 4 of us, and we all actually went to elementary and middle school together, so that was kind of fun. I was really glad I got to hang out with all my friends again, so that was a good last homecoming dance. His homecoming was actually better than my school's homecoming in my opinion, because of the music and because people actually danced. Next up is the last cross-country race. So basically what senior night is kind of a night that seniors get recognized for their hard work of being on the sport and kind of saying goodbye to from the team. But for some reason cross-country and track don't have that, which are the 2 sports that I do. Since we don't have that, some of the parents and students made all of us seniors big boards with our names and pictures on it in the last race, and gave us cookies, so that was super nice of them. And there are 2 other senior girls on cross country with me, so we all got those boards, and that was really nice of them, and I was super appreciative, and it was so nice. Yeah. Next up is football games. So I've never actually been to a high school football game, so I decided to go to my school's last football game, and they got in a fight, the 2 football teams, so the game was canceled at halftime. So that was my first and last football experience. My friend was doing her senior project which was called Link Pink or Pink Links or something like that. And basically she raised money for breast cancer, and all the links were like $5 raised and all of them went together. So then at halftime we walked out on the field to show how much we had raised, and that was supposed to be at the actual halftime when we're waiting for the next half to start, but since they canceled the game, we were just kind of the ending and we showed them the links. So yeah, I was really proud of her for doing that. Next picture I have is a bunch of pictures of my friend Elsa and I, and it's our little photo shoot in the car. It's really weird and my face still looks really big from jaw surgery, but we went to a basketball game, which this was my first basketball game of this school year, and the last basketball game I had gone to was freshman year, so it was still nice. And at the end of the game we went to my car and we were waiting for her mom to pick her up, and we took a bunch of pictures in the car. So that was what happened. Next up are pictures from January, and my friend Elsa and I, we went to San Francisco on a day trip, the two of us, which was so fun and adventurous. We took the Megabus down to San Francisco, which was a really cool experience, and then we went around for the day. We did so much. We went to Union Square, we went to Fisherman's Wharf, we went to the Bay Bridge, we went to the Conservatory of Flowers. So we jump biked and took the bus everywhere around the city, and we did so much. It was really exhausting but really fun to do. And yeah, that was kind of my first friend day trip far away thing. Now is when the pictures start dwindling down, don't have as much. In late January to early February, I started a new job, my first official job at Leatherby's, which is an ice cream place in my town. What my job is a dispenser, which means I scoop the ice cream, and it's actually a lot harder than it sounds because at this place they have roughly 30 different sundae flavors, dishes, combinations, and you have to memorize them all, and they have all these weird names like Daddy Dave's and Rich, or I don't really, Black and Tan, and you have to memorize all those different combinations, and you have to know how much they weigh, and you have to get within 0.4 of an ounce of what it's supposed to weigh. But that was super stressful for me at the beginning, but now I'm finally fine to work and it's not as bad. But yeah, that's my first job experience so far. Next up, I have some pictures from my friend Zoe and I. We went to Davis, and we didn't actually really take any pictures together, but we did like a little photo shoot. So we went to Davis and walked around the town, and she had never actually really been there. She's passed by but never actually gone in. So we went there, and then we came back and we took some pictures on top of a parking garage at Sac State, and yeah, it was just fun to hang out with her. Next up, Zoe and I, we hung out again, and we went to my first concert, which was for the band Bad Sons, and oh my goodness, this concert was so good. The band is so amazing. If you guys haven't heard of them, you should check them out. And I am not a music person at all. I don't know bands, I don't know songs, but this band is amazing. And it was, all I'm saying this whole video is it was so fun, but all these things I'm talking about were really fun. Next up is track season. This year I kind of slacked off in track and I didn't do as well, but my first meet wasn't horrible. I ran the 1500, and it's always 1600, which is a mile, but at this meet for some reason they cut off 100 meters. So it was a 1500, and that was my first 1500. Next up, so my friend Kathy and Nico and I went to hang out. We were on a debate team together in middle school, the three of us, and I hang out with both of them separately, but we hadn't done like a debate reunion in a long time, I think since freshman year. So it was fun to hang out with them and catch up on everything. Next up, I have pictures from this Berkeley event called Senior Weekend, which is basically where you stay 3 nights and 4 days with a Berkeley student, and it's through this program called REACH, and they kind of take you on workshops, they let you go around the campus, sit on classes, and I still hadn't decided between Berkeley and Santa Clara, and this program was really kind of the deciding factor for me because it just showed me everything that Berkeley was and not just my assumptions about the school. And at the event I made so many friends and met so many new and nice people. We went around San Francisco for one of the activities. We got to go to Cal Day. We got to do bonding activities, and yeah, disclaimer, the reason why we're all Asian in the picture isn't because it was like so many Asians that go there. It's because it's through the program called REACH, which is for Asian Pacific Islander Club or something like that, association. So that's why it was all Asian people. Right from Berkeley, my mom and I flew out of Oakland and went to Las Vegas for spring break. My mom and I, the two of us, we went to Las Vegas, which was an interesting time because both of us are really homebodies, so forcing ourselves to go out and do something every day when we were in Las Vegas was really difficult. We stayed on the Strip in Treasure Island, and basically we kind of walked through all the hotels. We went to an outlet one day, we ate good food, and yeah, it was just a really wonderful time with my mother. Next up was my 18th birthday, and my parents, brother, and I went out to this random restaurant that I just looked up online. I looked up like restaurants in downtown and it looked cool to me, so I got a burger for my birthday dinner. My dad got cabbage on the menu and they're like, do you want a full or a half size? And he said he wanted a full size, and this was what a full size was. So it was like super aesthetic food, but it wasn't very fulfilling. Then my mom and my brother planned, and my dad, my whole family planned me a surprise birthday party, and all my friends came, and I was actually so surprised. So basically my dad took me on a bike ride. Finally, the last pictures I have so far are my senior ball photos. So I went with my friend and we went in a group, and it was super fun, and it was a great last dance for the school year. It was at some Greek church and it was super pretty and nice, and it was fun to just have a good last dance. So that's everything so far for my senior year, and I still have about a month left, so probably more exciting stuff will happen, but I thought it'd just be fun to kind of do a recap of the year so I can look back in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, if anybody actually watched. I'm super thankful for everybody who's been part of my senior year. Super thankful for all the experience, all the memories, and everything that I've learned this year, and I look forward to the future.